My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you for today's session of Mundaka Upanishad. Yesterday, we learned about the creative process, the process of creation. We may be wondering, different Upanishads speak of different process of creation. One Upanishad says, from Brahmaji, Hiranyagarbha came, from Brahman, Hiranyagarbha came, and then the world was created. And another Upanishad says, Atmanoho Akasha Sambhuta, from self Akasha came. Is there no consistency in Upanishad? Each Upanishad takes in its own way, different way. So if different Upanishads speak of different ways, then what should I learn? The Upanishads, the purpose of Upanishad is not to teach you the process of creation, make you scientists. Creation exactly happened like this. That's not the purpose. The purpose of Upanishad is to make you understand again and again, everything came from Brahman and goes back to Brahman. All that is there in the creation is Ishvara. So the whole purpose is about, the subject matter is Ishvara, not about the creation. The explanation is not about creation. Don't get lost in the process of creation. Oh, what came first? What came next? What are the next elements of creation? Don't get lost in that. All these are told for you to focus on Brahman or Ishvara. The question started from Shaunaka Rishi, knowing which you know everything. By knowing what? You know everything. By knowing that I am Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi, and Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma, all this is Brahman, the duality is lost. The duality goes. The purpose of Upanishad is to remove the duality. It is not there to teach you about creation. The creation is, teaching about creation is secondary. The primary purpose is teaching about Brahman. You are Brahman and all that is there is Brahman. Bhagavan or Ishvara is all that is there. You are Ishvara. And every aspect of creation is Ishvara. To understand this, Upanishads are teaching in various ways. Others, you may people who don't understand this or think, oh, one Upanishad is telling something, another Upanishad is telling something. Upanishads are not consistent. Upanishads are very, very consistent. The subject matter is only one, Brahman, the self, which is you, Atma. That's why Upanishads tell the creation in 3 steps, 3 ways. Drashti, Srashti, Srashti, Drashti, and Ajativada. I told you earlier also. Srashti, Drashti is creation is there. I came into somebody, there's a creator. So who is the creator? How he created all those things is Srashti, Drashti. Then Drashti, Srashti is there. That creation is there because I am perceiving it. The seer and seeing. Then third is Ajativada. There is no creation. All this purpose of three teachings of about creation is only point out to you that Brahman alone is the reality. It's not about creation. It's about the creator. And you are one with the creator. There's a creator and creation. And we are in creation. That's why we are creatures. Only human beings have the ability to know the creator and be one with the creator. That's because of the superior intellect which we have. So otherwise you are like any other creature. All other animals are like us. All animals have one thing in common, creatures. Ahara, Nidra, Maithuna. Food, sex, and sleep. So all creatures have common. Only human being has the ability to rise from the creature to become one with the creator, to realize the creator. This realization of creator is called Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. and Sarvam Khalida Brahma, all this is Brahman. So this realization alone can lead to peace. Because duality goes. Any other realization, any other understanding will not satisfy. The ultimate realization is required. So that's why Upanishads tell the process of creation in many ways. So let us take the next sloka. Yaha sarvadnaha sarvavidyasya jnanamayam tapaha tasmad etad brahma nama rupa annam cha jayate. So yesterday's process of creation, the Rishi, Angiras Rishi is concluding. Yaha sarvadnaha, Brahman is an all knower. He knows all. Brahman is pure consciousness, a conscious being. It's not an unconscious being. Only knowledge is possible for a conscious being. Okay. So Brahman is a conscious being and he is sarvadna. He knows all aspects of creation in generic nature. That means the creation is there, the earth is there, the entire creation is there, in the past, present, and future. He has the knowledge of everything, past, present, and future. Generic knowledge. And sarva vidyasya. Sarva vid means he has a specific knowledge. Okay. What is generic knowledge? What is there in the entire creation? The entire creation is generic knowledge. Sarva vidyasya, that means he has a specific knowledge. What is specific knowledge? Details of everything in creation. For example, what is going on in my mind, what is going on in your mind, what is going on in my mind, what is going on in somebody's mind, all details are known as Sakshi. Brahman knows as Sakshi the details of individual mind. At the cosmic level to all the way to a subatomic level, macroscopic to microscopic level, the physical systems to biological systems, all knowledge is there. Total knowledge. You have to see, you have to understand how complex is the universe. Okay. And all living beings, knowledge is there in Brahman. Ishvara. So this is to glorify Ishvara. To understand the greatness of Ishvara. His infinite intelligence to know all aspects of creation. Jnanamayam tapaha. Earlier, let's say he said tapas. He did Bhagwan, Ishvara, the Brahman did the tapas. Now tapas is not like ordinary tapas. Rishis will do tapas by not eating food, sitting in meditation for so many days like that. His tapas is jnanamayam. Knowledge is tapas. What it means is the entire creation is not a new creation. It's always from the old creation. And there is nothing new can be created. Nothing new can be created. Right? The knowledge for entire creation is already there with Ishvara. So where did the knowledge come from? That was the knowledge of previous creation. Knowledge of previous creation came from knowledge of previous creation. Like you have memory, Ishvara's memory is the creation. Right? So we have memory. We have memory of, okay, what did I do yesterday? Today I will do something. I learned something yesterday. I will do something today. So the memory of past is there for us. Yeah. Ishvara has the memory of all past creations. So Jnanamayam tapas means he visualizes the new creation based on the old creation. He doesn't sit and meditate and or what I'm saying, sir, do some austerities. His visualization of the new creation based on the old creation is called Jnanamayam Tapa. That's why his tapas is Jnanamaya. Whereas when we do tapas, we have to do tapas austerities. I should take only food one time a day, right? I should meditate for 4 hours or 8 hours, do breathing practice. That's our tapas. But Ishvara's tapas doesn't involve anything. It's visualization. Oh, what happened in last creation? What is the new creation? He visualizes based on that. That's called Jnanamayam tapas. And the moment he visualizes, that world appears, that creation appears. Yaha sarvadnaha sarvavidyasya jnanamayam tapaha. He is knower of all. So to understand this, we have to go back to our dream state. You go to sleep. In the sleep, you had a dream. In the dream, you went into another country, say Paris. You visited so many places in Paris. You took photograph in front of a Eiffel Tower. You enjoyed sightseeing in Paris. Now, everything in Paris was a knowledge in you. Otherwise, the Paris will not appear in the dream. If there was knowledge of Paris, that means you have sarvadna about your dream. You know everything about your dream. Every aspect of Paris which you saw in your dream was a knowledge hidden in you. It was unmanifest form. It got manifested in the dream because of the Nidra Shakti, the power of dream, sleeping. Right? So you saw Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower was in your consciousness, mind. Already knowledge was there. Name and form of Eiffel Tower. That appeared there. Nothing which was there in your consciousness didn't appear there. Some strange place I saw. The strange place also was there, hidden in your memory. Unknown place, not in this lifetime, some other lifetime. Somewhere you have seen or somewhere you have heard. Right? So, are you sarvadna of your dream? You know everything about your dream? Are you sarvavid about your dream? You know everything about your dream? So the dream character comes there. Okay. The airport, one girl talks to you, Gayatri. Okay. Where do you want to go? So what the dream character speaks also you know, because that's all you only create that your only dream projection has come there. Script is already there. So you are sarvadna and sarvavid about your dream. Right? It's your dream. And your dream is because of your Nidra Shakti. Now the entire universe which we see, experience now, is the dream of Ishvara, Maya Shakti. So he is sarvadna of this dream and he is sarvavid about this dream. He is knower of everything and he has a generic and specific knowledge, just like you have a generic knowledge, specific knowledge about your dream. Individual dream. Just to understand the analogy. Are we clear? And in your dream, you saw Paris, you went to the airport, you went into flight. So what was the flight? Flight was nothing but you. You appeared as flight. You only appeared as flight. You only appeared as Paris. You only appeared as the girl in the airport counter. You only appeared as a hotel in Paris. Who is you? You is the person who is sleeper's consciousness. Correct? So can I say that the girl in the airport is you? The aircraft is you? The sleeper, the Paris is you? All are you only in your dream? Right? Similarly, in this entire universe, what is creation of Ishvara's Maya, everything is Ishvara, including you. The tree is Ishvara, the river is Ishvara, mountain is Ishvara. I am Ishvara, you are Ishvara. The inner reality, the innermost reality of all of us is Ishvara. The Ishvara only is appearing as the world. So the realization is, I am Ishvara, Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Khalu Brahma, all this is Ishvara. That is the realization. That realization alone can give you peace. Now, such a person who gets that realization, Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Khalu Brahma, is called Gnani. Now, Gnani does not become Ishvara. Okay? So, it's like saying, Water appears as a wave, bubble, foam. Foam is water, wave is water, bubble is water. Right? But water is not a foam, water is not a bubble, water is not a wave. Wave is water. Wave is water. I'll tell you. Okay. So Ishwara is the all totality. Right? So now a Gnani becomes Sarvadna. He doesn't become Sarvavid. He in general and specific, he has a general knowledge. He knows everything. All that is where I see, experience is Ishwara, including myself. That knowledge is called Sarvadna. A Gnani is Sarvadna. He doesn't become Sarvavid. Specific knowledge of everything he doesn't have, because for his specific knowledge, he has to use the mind. Ishwara has no mind. So a Gnani's mind can comprehend a specific knowledge of limited things. Ishwara is Sarvavid of all the things, is the totality. A Gnani becomes Sarvadna, he doesn't become Sarvavid. That is the difference between Gnani and Ishwara. There are no two Ishwaras. If Gnani also has become Sarvavid, then there will be two Ishwaras. There will be only one Ishwara. Are we clear? So why this sloka is told that you also can become Sarvadna. You are also already Ishwara. Tasmad etat Brahma. From that Brahman, Nama Rupa Annam cha jayate. The world of name and form and Annam is born. Brahma is Brahman. From Brahman, earlier we told Hiranyagarbha came into picture. From Brahman, Hiranyagarbha was born. Hiranyagarbha is none other than Brahmaji in another sense. Brahmaji, Chaturmukha Brahmaji, one with the four heads. Okay. He created Nama Rupa. The world consists of, the entire world is nothing but name and form. The tree is a name. The sun is a name and form. The river is a name and form. Entire world of name and form is created. But what is the substance? The substance is nothing but pure awareness, Brahman. The substance of everything is Brahman only. Brahman is Nimitta Karana and Upadana Karana. A potter makes different pots, different shapes, but ultimately the mud is the substance. Similarly, the Brahman, the pure awareness, pure existence, is the substance of entire creation. That's why Sarvam Khalida Brahma. All this is Brahman. The God inside, God outside. This is one reality. So that realization is called non-duality. And Anna is form. Anna means food. Okay. Anna has two notations, meanings. Anna also means matter. The matter, whatever you consider as object, is nothing but Anna. The Anna or the matter becomes is the food for me to experience, the Jiva. Jiva experiences the food. What kind of food? To sense organs, form. To sound, we hear Shabda. Through tongue, taste. To smell, nose through smell. To touch, feel. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha is the way the matter is experienced by Jiva. So that matter is created with the Nama and Rupa by Brahman. Is it clear? So now why is this told? Because Brahman or Ishwara is Sarvadna. Using his Maya Shakti, the power of Maya, he created the entire universe. Just like your Nidra Shakti, you created dream world. And in the dream world, everything is you. Similarly, Ishwara with his Maya Shakti created the entire world. And everything in the entire world is nothing but Ishwara only appearing in that form. There's none other than Ishwara, Bhagavan. So that's why he is called Bhagavan. Bhagavan word is used for Ishwara in Puranas. In Upanishads, Ishwara is used. Bhagavan comes from word Bhagyavan, lucky. Bhagavan also comes from the word called Bhaga. Bhaga means 6 qualities Jnana, one who has supreme knowledge, generic knowledge and specific knowledge. Okay. It's called omniscience, knowing everything. Bala, omnipotence, strength. Aishwarya, control of everything. Shakti, creative power, Maya Shakti. Virya, the strength. And Tejas, the radiant, charming power of splendor. So these 6 qualities are there. Then that's why he is called Ishvara, is called Bhagavan. So Jnanis are also addressed as Bhagavan. If you remember, Shaunaka Rishi addresses Angirasa Bhagavan as Bhagavan. Okay, so Jnani gets Jnana, omniscience, not generic and specific. Generic knowledge he gets, not specific knowledge of everybody. So Jnani can know what is in the head of somebody, what is the head of insect. No, he knows generic knowledge. He knows that everything in the world is Brahman. Just like a goldsmith knows necklace is gold, chain is gold, ring is gold. A generic knowledge that everything in the world is Brahman, that generic knowledge is Jnani gets. He gets Tejas. Jnani becomes radiant with the Jnana. There is a aura, the peace radiates from him. Rest of the characteristics belong to Ishvara. Are we clear? So now, if I am Ishvara, if I am already Brahman, then what should I do? Why should I struggle through all the spiritual journey? So this question is addressed in section 2 of first chapter, first Mundaka. First Mundaka is the first chapter. First chapter has the first section we studied, where Paravidya and Aparavidya is told. The importance of Paravidya told is Ishvara, and you are also Ishvara. Realize your true nature. That's what is told in the first chapter. Now, first chapter, second section is called deals with Aparavidya. There is a reason for dealing with Aparavidya or lower level knowledge. Paravidya is self-knowledge, supreme knowledge. Aparavidya is lower level knowledge. Already I have told you why Aparavidya is required, right? To get the Jnana or supreme knowledge, you need Aparavidya. To understand what are the Vedas are teaching, grammar is required, Vyakarana is required. To understand the meaning of words, Nirukta is required. To chant Veda mantras, Chandas is required, right? Kalpa, all those things are required. As Aparavidya is required. In the first sloka itself, we told the importance of Aparavidya is told. So now, Upanishad takes Aparavidya in little bit more detail. Okay, this is one entire chapter, one entire section. I'm not going to take too much of time on this section. I'll quickly finish in 1 hour. Okay, because we want to go to Jnana Kanda, which is chapter 2. So this is about Karma Kanda or section on knowledge. If I am already Brahman, if I am already Ishvara, why should I do anything? So you are Ishvara, you are Brahman, but you don't know about it. Having something is not important. Knowing about it is important. There was a beggar who was begging near one of the beaches. All his life, 40 years of his life, he begged and earned some money. And one day he died. Then municipal people came and started digging the place where he is sitting to bury him. They found he was sitting on sitting on a gold mine. There's a lot of gold coins were hidden in the place where he was sitting. Some thieves must have told that in that place. He was sitting on gold coins. He was a millionaire. He was sitting on the place, but he didn't know that. That's why he lived his life miserably. We are sitting, we are Brahman. If we don't know that we are Brahman, we don't realize that we are Brahman, we are like beggars. All of our life will be wasted. Having something is not important. Knowing about having something is important. The beggar should have known that he is sitting on gold coins. So, I am Brahman, I am Ishvara should be known clearly. And you should live that life. Then only your life is meaningful. So we have Adnana. How did we get Adnana? We got Adnana because we identify the body. I think I am body. I identify the mind. I identify the intellect. Identify the body, mind, and intellect makes us feel very limited. And we interact with the society. We get conditioned by the interaction with society. Everybody in the society treats us as a body. The conditioning goes deep. The programs, we are programmed, deeply programmed by the societal conditioning and our own ignorance. This is called avidya. We are believing that we are the body. We are believing that we are the mind. We are believing that sorrow and misery, happiness and unhappiness is very natural to us. We don't know that bliss is our nature. We are conditioned to believe. It's like an elephant. One guy goes to the zoo and he was surprised. The baby elephant, they tie with a solid metal chain. Whereas a grown-up elephant, they tie with a rope, ordinary rope. The grown-up elephant can cut the rope anytime. The Mahamud there explains, the baby elephant does not know its power. It keeps on trying to escape. That's why we tie with the chain. After some time, it starts believing that it cannot break the chain. Then we can tie with the rope also. It will not break because it's already conditioned. The belief system is formed. For us, our belief systems are deep-rooted belief systems are formed from the childhood, from the society, from the interactions, and from our past life impressions. We have been conditioned to believe that we are the body for many lifetimes. This conditioning is what we have to drop. This wrong belief is what you have to drop. For all your effort is to get rid of these wrong beliefs, wrong conditionings. Not to become Brahman. You are already Brahman. You are already Ishvara. Everything in the universe is Ishvara. You cannot become Ishvara. Tattvamasi, you are already that. To recognize all this, you have to drop your conditioning. And is it easy to drop your conditioning? Ask somebody who smokes cigarette. Okay, once it becomes habit, it becomes very difficult to drop smoking. The doctor says your health is it's injurious to the health. He can't drop. So that's one habit pattern, alcoholism and other habit patterns. But we are conditioned to thinking in certain way, conditioned to believe in certain way. That conditioning has to be uncovered. That is the spiritual journey. It's not about gaining something. It's about dropping your conditioning. Is that clear? So that's why Veda Mata is very, very kind. She is very, very kind. She knows the children. Veda Mata gives a step by path for us. That's what Veda is about. So the Veda, I told you, the entire Veda is nothing but Aparavidya, including the Upanishad. Right? The Veda Mata gives step by step path for us. First step is called Karma Kanda. Karma kanda means you do these rituals. You live your life in a dharmic way. The prescription. Okay. Then comes the upasana kanda. You do this meditation. Then comes the jnana kanda. Upanishad is in jnana kanda. In Upanishad teaching is tattvamasi. Then you say, why do I get to all these things? I'll go to jnana straight away. Tell me I am Brahman and I'll be fine. Jnana is very simple. No, I am Brahman. What is that? But my dear sir, to get to the jnana, you should have certain level of maturity. Unconditioning has to happen. The deconditioning has to happen. The deconditioning happens through karma yoga, bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga is called upasana in Vedanta. The deconditioning process is what is Paravidya is all about. So to get jnana, you need to attain certain degree of maturity. Then jnana is very simple. To get jnana, you need a qualification. What is the qualification? Your vasanas and impressions have to come down. Your conditioning has to come down. Deep-rooted conditioning. So that's why Veda Mata prescribes Karma Kanda. Karma Kanda is the first section of Vedas. In fact, 80% of Veda is Karma Kanda only. Jnana is only small portion. Jnana is Upanishad, which is a small portion. It's called Vedanta, small chapter in the Upanishad, Veda. Others, the entire Vedas are dedicated for Karma Kanda. So then Upanishad Veda itself says Karma Kanda is Aparavidya, lower level knowledge. Paravidya is supreme. If it's lower level knowledge, why you are dedicating so much of time? Huh? No. If it is Karma Kanda, lower level knowledge, why Veda Mata is dividing so much of time and effort on Karma Kanda? So there is a reason for that. All human beings, okay, all of us have 4 purusharthas: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. All of us have desire, right? The desire is natural for all of us. What kind of desire? Desire for food, desire for sex, desire for survival, desire for progeny, desire for money, desire for power. All these desires are there. This is called kama. Why does the kama come? The kama desire for there is because there is a deep sense of lacuna in me, inadequacy in me. What is the inadequacy? I'm a small individual. I'm separate from the universe. The duality is there. I don't know this. There is a duality. So I feel inadequate. I want to grow. I want to expand. For that, I have a desire. Where is concept desire? Kama. And for the fulfillment of the kama, I need artha, money. Any desire cannot be fulfilled in the world without the money. Kama and artha, very natural for us by birth. And this gets strengthened by the conditioning of the society, kama and artha. So now, Veda Mata says, okay, she doesn't tell immediately that you have a kama, that kama is coming because of your lack of self-knowledge. She doesn't say that because you are not ready for that. You need to be mature. So Veda Mata says, okay, fulfill your desires. But kama and artha fulfill in a dharmic way. So she gives a dharmic way of life. That's called karma kanda. How to live your life in a dharmic way. Right? So that in the process of living your life in a dharmic way, you purify yourself. So Veda Mata says, you perform karma. Okay? Do your karma. That performance of karma is given importance in Veda. 80% of the Vedas is about karma kanda. How to do your duties. And live a dharmic way of life. Okay? So, karma or action is necessary for all of us. Even the Gnani will do karma, actions. Okay? the karma is the karma or doing activity is natural for all living beings, including us. But only difference is do the karma in a dharmic way so that you become more and more purified, so that you become ready for moksha, Dhanakanda. That's all is Vedamata prescription. Do karmic karma in dharmic way. Now, what is this the karma kanda? Let us understand. Okay, are we clear? The karma kanda is performance of certain rituals and way of living. Why we have to perform rituals? Why we have to perform karma? So there are, each of us are bound by three gunas: Sattva guna, Rajo guna, Tamo guna. Tamo guna is represented by Kumbhakarna. It doesn't do anything. Eat, sleep, and harass people. Okay. Rajoguna is represented by Ravana, very, very active, hyperactive. Sattva is represented by Vibhishana. All of us are a mixture of three gunas: Sattva, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. To get Atma Dhnana, you have to be established in pure Sattva. Rajoguna and Tamoguna component has to come down in us. Otherwise, Tattvamasi, you are Brahman, all the knowledge is generic knowledge. Now, if you open internet, you'll get lot of messages, every day you can read messages. So many books are available, right? What is available in the book will have to go inside, For that pure Sattva, you have to become full of Sattvic quality. From Tamoguna, you have to become Rajoguna to Sattoguna. Tamoguna, you cannot jump to Sattoguna also directly. Tamoguna means inertness, inactivity, laziness. Rajoguna means hyperactivity. Sattoguna means knowledge, calmness, peace. So our progress in life is from Tamoguna to Rajoguna to Sattoguna. But Sattoguna is not the end. You have to cross Sattoguna and you have to realize yourself. Beyond Sattoguna, you have to go. You have to self is beyond Sattoguna also. Right? So Vedamata gives a system for us from rise from Tamoguna to Rajoguna to Sattoguna. That's called Karmakanda. The beauty of Vedas is a holistic system. There's only one textbook for all the classes, for a primary school kid to all the PhD scholar. There's only one textbook called Vedas. The Karmakanda, Upasanakanda, Dhanakanda is what you have to complete as a study. Vedas are nothing but book of life. Vedas give a holistic lifestyle for you. So, all of us know, for maintaining the body, I have to do exercise. Right? I have to do exercise. I have to eat right kind of food for maintaining the body. So, for happiness of the mind, I have to involve in enjoyable activity. I know. For intellectual pastime, I need to study something. For body, mind, and intellect, what is required, we know. But we don't have a holistic knowledge. Vedas are holistic knowledge. So for food and your health, Ayurveda is there. Okay? Ayurveda, because the Veda has only one subject. The subject is Brahman. Okay? Your health, for a doctor of today, body has to be maintained. That is health. For Vedas, your body has to be maintained to realize the self. That's why Ayurveda. It's called Ayurveda because in Ayurveda you get the swasthya. Swasthya means swa-astya. Your own nature you are gaining back. To gain back your nature, the body is maintained. Right kind of food habits. So what is your soul nature? Atma or Brahman. So health also they look at as Ayurveda. Health is looked for because body is the temple of God. The health has to be maintained to realize yourself. Swasthya. Swasthya means to your own nature you have to realize. So the Vedic system looks at everything from Brahman point of view. How do I realize myself? Even health is looked from point of view of realizing self. Are we getting what I'm saying? Then it says, okay, you have to do exercise, physical exercise. So now you do running, sports, jumping, all those things you do. Vedic system says you have to maintain your body health, but do it for yoga. Yoga means union with the self. So all activities are linked to realization of self. Physical activity of maintaining the body becomes a yoga to realize the self. Hatha yoga, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. The physical activity is also for realizing the self. Body is the temple of God. Maintain the body to realize the self. That's yoga. Ayurveda is body is the temple of God. Maintain the body to realize the God. Swasthya. That's why Ayurveda. See, medicine they look at from realization of self. Physical activity they look at from realization of self. Understand? The body activity, entire body activity, they convert into realization of the self. Are you understanding their system? So now we are actually now, if you do sports, okay, I do sports to maintain my body. Why to maintain the body? Not told. For them, everything is single point focus, Brahman. So that's why the school study, the primary school when these children join, it's called Brahmacharya. So to know the Brahman, what are the type of life system you have to develop is called Brahmacharya. There you study physics, there you study Ayurveda, there you study Dhanurveda, there you study grammar, all those things you study, all Vedanga you study. But only purpose is Brahmacharya. Finally, this topic subject matter is always Brahman, which is self. Schooling system prepares you to realize Brahman. That's why Brahmacharya. Then you get married. Okay. So after marriage, grahastha. So it's natural for you to have a desire for family, children. You get married. Then you have grahastha ashrama. Okay. So there you are established yourself in dharma. Okay. Because dharma is nothing but Bhagavan, Brahman. Brahman appears as dharma. So you live a dharmic life. That's what is called grahastha ashrama. Not just earning money, growing children. Entire grahastha ashrama is converted into dharmic way of life. So for realizing the Brahman. So that's where the karma kanda comes. Okay. For grahastha ashrama, what is the prescribed is what I am going to describe. Then comes the vanaprastha. So after grahastha ashrama, you get to vanaprastha ashrama. Then you spend more time on meditation on Brahman, self. Then comes sannyasa, drop everything, focus only on self, Atman, Brahman. So if you look at the entire Vedic system, the subject matter is only one, Brahman, self. It is told in different activities are told only to take you towards the self. So the entire system is looked in a holistic view, not a fragmented view what we have today. The entire world is looked at as a one family, Brahman. So we have to develop the holistic view. And that holistic view development is called dharmic way of life. There are Vedic mantras in Rig Veda, Yajurveda, and Samaveda, right? And Atharvana Veda. Rig Veda, the Vedas prescribe certain rituals, yadnas, for to be performed. Okay, they are called rituals or yadnas. The mantras for Veda yadnas are coming in the Rig Veda. The procedure for doing the yadnas comes in the Yajurveda. Okay, the procedure for doing yadnas comes in the Yajurveda. The chanting of mantras in a melodious way. Which mantras? Rigveda mantras in a melodious way comes in the Samaveda. So Bhagavan Krishna says, Vedanam aham Samavedosmi. I am Samaveda because it has a mantra and chanting in a melodious way. Okay. So now, these rituals or prescribed practices are told to you so that you develop a daily discipline for living a unconditioned life, which is for living a life of a dharmic way and disciplined way. Certain practices are told you, that's called ritual. For example, you daily have a ritual now. Every day morning you get up and brush your teeth. That's a ritual, right? What happens if you don't brush your teeth one day? The teeth start smelling. If you don't brush 2 days, somebody else will know that you are not brushing your teeth. The smell will spread. The Vedic rituals or Vedic practices are such a way that they are there to purify your mind, chitta shuddhi. What happens if I don't do it? Then the mind will start rotting. The mind starts its own vasanas, it's churning. It's as good as saying, what happens if I don't wash my teeth one day? Or what happens if I don't take my bath one day? So we are so careful about our physical structure, teeth and bath and all. But how careful are you about a mental structure, the mind? The maintenance of the mind is what is told in the form of rituals. Are you getting what I'm saying? So rituals have two types. There are two types of phala in rituals: drashta phala and adrashta phala. Drashta phala means something which gives immediate benefit. Adrashta phala means the benefit cannot be seen now, it gives a benefit in the longer term. Vedic mantras give drashta phala and adrashta phala. The rituals are like that. Okay. For example, every day you have to do this Agnihotra. Agnihotra is equal to puja, today's puja. So that doing Agnihotra, okay, the drashta phala is your mind will become peaceful for that day. You'll feel calmness, and like every day morning I do puja, my mind will become peaceful for that day. That's drashta phala. Immediate benefit you'll get. Adrashta phala is in the longer run. Okay, after you die, you will get a higher level loka. You don't go to animal world. So that's a drashta phala and adrashta phala. There is a short-term benefit and long-term benefit. Short-term benefit is called drashta phala. Long-term benefit is called adrashta phala. For example, somebody chants Vishnu Sahasranama or Gayatri mantra. There's a drashta phala is there. The memory will improve. There are a lot of studies are done to show that memory will improve. There's a drashta phala. Adrashta phala is in the longer run, your intellect gets purified and you start realizing self. That's adrashta phala. So Veda mantras have drashta phala and adrashta phala. Are you getting what I'm saying? So there are Veda mantras, for example, Vishnu Sahasranama. Vishnu Sahasranama comes from one Veda mantra called Brahati Sahasri. Brahati Sahasri is a very, very complicated Veda mantra. Only experienced scholars can chant. Okay. And by chanting the Veda mantra, the mantra is mapped to various areas of our brain. So certain parts of our brain gets activated, so nervous system gets activated by chanting the Brahati Sahasri. So for common people, that you cannot do that. That's why keywords from Brahati Sahasri is taken and created Vishnu Sahasranama so that everybody gets benefit. So there's a drashta phala and adrashta phala in the longer run. So each Veda mantra says what is drashta phala, what is adrashta phala. Okay. So Veda mantras you can chant or do puja with the two ways, Kamya Karma and Nishkama Karma. Okay? Kamya Karma means I need this success in life. I want this success in life. That's called Kamya Karma. Nishkama Karma is I'm not interested in the result. I am interested in the purification of mind. Nishkama Karma. Nishkama Karma will lead you to gradually to moksha. Kamya Karma will get you the desired result. So Vedamata caters to both type of people. I have a desire, I want this. Okay, you have a desire for children, so you do this yajna. If you have a desire for going to Swarga, you do this yajna. If you have a desire for success in life, you do this yajna. So there's a prescription for immediate result or Kamya Karma. There's a prescription for Nishkama Karma also. Right? And all these Veda mantras, Upanishad says, all these Veda mantras are true. These are all seen by rishis. They are not actually given, they are not activities told you for you to do something. They are all coming from Sriman Narayana. Veda mantra, rishis received the mantras from Narayana, and the prescription of how to perform the procedure also they got from Narayana. So they are all true. So by doing this, you will get a benefit. Drashtaphala and Adrashtaphala. Is this clear? So there is a story. Rishi Yajnavalkya was studying in ashram. So king of that place, the king of this place, his daughter had a skin disease. Somebody told him that if you go to ashram, rishis will perform certain yajna and she'll be cured. So king comes to the ashram and says, my daughter has certain skin disease. Can you perform some yajna? Yajnavalkya's guru is hesitant because if he performs some yajna, she is not cured, then his reputation will go. The king is supporting the ashram in terms of giving money, donation. He gives some excuses. Yajnavalkya, who is sitting there, he says, no, it can be cured with Veda mantra. Okay. So then king says, how? Yajnavalkya says, each Veda mantra has a specific practice. There should be Shraddha, the faith, and you should have mastered the mantra. You should have a siddhi of the mantra. Then anything can be done. And he chants a mantra and puts water on a dry wood piece, and that wood piece starts sprouting. The king is convinced that Yajnavalkya has the ability. So Yajnavalkya goes and performs certain yajna, and his daughter is cured. So Veda mantras are deeper sciences, deeper way of spiritual science, which has come from Srimad Narayana. They have the potency, but it has to be practiced in certain ways. Certain disciplined life has to be led. Certain faith is required. If you don't perform that in that way, result will not come. That's what Upanishad is saying. Right? So the rituals will give Kamya Karma and Nishkama Karma. So the karma is prescribed, karma is to be done by everybody. You can as well ask the question, I don't feel like washing my teeth. It's a karma, no? Why should I do? Then you start smelling inside and you start smelling outside. The karma, prescribed karma and Vedic karma are done to keep your mind clean. Your mind, you start rotting inside once you don't do that. If you do that, certain good benefits will come. That's called kamya. That's what you call as drashtaphala, adrashtaphala. So now we say, nowadays nobody knows Vedic mantras. Nobody does any of these Vedic karmas. Vedic karmas are very precise. They have a way of practicing it. Nowadays that system is lost. Now equivalent of that is today they puja for the god. Okay. So the Vedic system prescribed pancha yajnas, 5 yajnas have to be performed. Why? We have to do Deva Yajna as an offering to God, a gratitude to God for what you have got in life. So in today's world, this is a puja. In early days, it's Agnihotra, a performance of fire ritual. Gratitude to God. We have to live our life in a thankful way. Then Manushya Yajna, we have to do service to human beings. Pitra Yajna, we have to take care of elders. Bhuta Yajna, we have to take care of animals. Rishi Yajna is, we have to study the teaching of Rishis, practice in our life and teach others. These 5 yajnas are called Pancha Yajnas. These were compulsory. Look at where beautifully the system is designed. So something is done for inner and something is done for outer. What you call outer is not separate from you, because this whole system is one reality called Brahman. The inner and outer is our own mental conception. So Vedic system says you develop a total personality. You do yajna or service to the entire system. And yajna phala is received. Yajna is received by Vishnu. Vishnu is yajna phala. The entire world is Vishnu. Vishwam Vishnu. The whole world is Vishnu. So you cannot split up, oh, this is me and this is the world. You need to develop an integrated personality. The inner and outer duality has to collapse. The non-duality has to come into picture. That's why Vedas don't just prescribe, just you close and sit and meditate. They say you have to do yajna, service. And from this concept came Atmano Mokshartam Jagaditaya. Realize myself and do service. Jagaditaya is not for free, not for any social service. Jagaditaya, because Jagat is Vishnu. The entire world, Vishnu is appearing as Jagat. See God inside, see God outside. Atmano Mokshartam, see God inside. Aham Brahmasmi. Jagaditaya is see the Brahman everywhere. Sarvam Khalu is the Brahma. So this was a holistic system. Okay. So now, why should do karma? From kamya karma, from desire-oriented karma, we start getting faith in the Vedic system, gradually become successful. Then we move into nishkama karma. I have to do karma only purify my mind. Okay. So this is called nishkama karma. Same Vedic mantra which you are doing earlier can be performed as nishkama karma. Same Vedic mantras. Kamya karma or nishkama karma. Same puja you can do for kamya karma. God, please bless me with a child. So same puja you can do. God, bless me with purity of mind. Same yajna, service you can do. Okay, I am doing service to animals. Bhuta yajna. Please, God, I am doing service to purify my mind. Or Rushi yajna I am doing. Oh God, I am doing service to purify my mind. That becomes nishkama karma. The service can be done for nishkama karma. Purification. The only purpose of nishkama karma is to purify. The ego has to go drop. Me. This self-centeredness has to go. So in this process of performing yajna, you rise from tamoguna to rajoguna to sattoguna. What is the nature of tamoguna? In tamoguna, any activities you do is not only harmful to you, harmful to others also. A person who drinks alcohol is not only disturbs himself, he disturbs the family. Tamoguna. Rajoguna, it disturbs everybody. Hyperactivity. Sattoguna is activity that benefits me and benefits everybody. Okay, so from tamoguna to rajoguna to sattoguna, from kamya karma to nishkama karma is our journey. Nishkama karma is not end. From that we have to attain naishkarmya. Then we have to attain non-doership. I am not the doer. Then what happens? The entire activity is done as a totality. Ishvara operates through you. Those activities are beautiful. Kamya karma to nishkama karma to naishkarmya. So, dropping of karma, not doing karma, okay, or vairagya for karma. I have vairagya for karma. I don't want to do karma. That's called laziness, tamas. Okay. That's what happened to Arjuna. I don't want to fight the war. I want to meditate. Krishna says, oh, very good, you have to meditate. Atmadana is I used to go and meditate. He didn't say, fight the war. Because your tamoguna has to come to rajoguna has to become sattoguna. Fight the war as yoga. Any activity you can do as yoga. Otherwise it becomes a roga, disease. So when activity done in a dharmic way, it becomes yoga. When activity done in a adharmic way, it becomes roga, disease. Inactivity becomes laziness, tamas. Hyperactivity becomes rajas. Activity done as an offering to God becomes sattva. Right? So, whole purpose of karma yoga, karma should be converted to karma yoga as an offering to God. Okay? Karma yoga means vairagya or detachment for the fruits of action, not for the karma. If you have detachment or vairagya for karma, it's called laziness, tamas. If you have vairagya for fruits of action, because fruits of action is given by God, then karma becomes karma yoga. Karmanne vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Oh God, you are the one who gives the fruits of action. Whatever you give, I accept with humility. And if you attitude that attitude to perform karma, it becomes karma yoga. Detachment to karma is called tamas. Detachment from the karma results of action is called karma yoga. Are we clear? So that's why any action we have to do, we have to have sankalpa. Sankalpa is for desire, it's called kami karma. Sankalpa for purification of mind, it's called nishkama karma. Purification of mind is antakarma shuddhi. Every activity you should do becomes purification of the mind. Nishkama karma. So mantras are sacred, rishis saw in Vedas. They will give desired result. Then Upanishad gives various ways of performing the, I'm not going to details, how Yajna Kunda has to be done, and how Agni has to be made, how you have to offer. And Agni itself, the fire itself has different types of Agnis. Kali, Karali, like that, the various types of flames are there. How you have to offer Havis, all those details are told in Upanishad. I'm not going to get into that. Now the Upanishad immediately moves. So these things you have to do. You have to have a dharmic life. So purify yourself. From Kamya Karma, you have to go to Nishkam Karma. And Karma, you have to convert it to Karma Yoga. But doing Karma is compulsory. Tamo Guna is not acceptable. Rajo Guna is not acceptable. Sattva Guna, you have to purify yourself. Is it clear? This is the dharmic way of living. And Atmano Mokshartam Jagaditaya. Inner and outer reality has to become one. Ultimately, we are looking for non-duality. Advaita. Self-realization is Advaita, non-duality. Oh, I am Brahman, everything else is not there. No. Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Khalu Brahma. All this is Brahman. That is non-duality. Inner and outer reality has to one. That's why Atmanu Mokshartam Jagaditaya. So Panchayatna is what is prescribed. Okay. Now, Upanishad says each yatna has to be done in a very specific way. If you don't do in a specific way, the results will not come. Just like a surgery has to be done in a very specific pattern, yatna has done in a specific way, it will give exactly the same result. There are a lot of disciplines have to be followed. Then it says, Upanishad tells, yadna where atiti devo bhava, you don't invite guests and don't feed them, that yadna will not give the fruits. Okay. And yadna where yajamana has to have wife. Yadna is only prescribed for grahasthas. That's why dharmika of life. Husband and wife should participate. Any yadna will give drashtaphala and adrashtaphala. And for yadna done by husband and wife together, wife will get 50% punya. Okay, for any yadna. Right? There are more conditions. If husband does punya, 50% punya will go to wife, adrashtaphala. And if husband does papa, sin, 100% sin will go to husband. The share of sin will not go to wife. And wife commits a sin, 50% will go to husband. So there are various prescriptions. These are not told for social conditioning purpose. These are told by Bhagavan himself. Ishvara himself gives these prescriptions. Okay, now then you'll ask, what is the purpose of doing yadna? What is the purpose of doing nitya karma? Every day I have to do something. Why? It prevents you from falling into lower lokas. It's like asking, what is the purpose of my brushing my tooth every day? Will my tooth improve? Will it start shining? It will become silvery, golden? No. It will stop you, prevent you from decaying of the tooth, smelling of the tooth. Nitya karma will prevent you from falling in life. Adogati. Not only that's immediately. In the longer run, adrashtaphala is it will not allow you to fall into lower level lokas, animal world kingdom and the lower level lokas. There's a benefit in the longer run. Yadna phala, it will take you to higher level loka. So the one who has done a prescribed yadna and led a dharmic life. Okay, led a dharmic life. they go to what you call as Sargaloka. They are only stick to rituals. Sargaloka. They go through Sargaloka through Archiradi Marga or path of light. Archiradi Marga is path of sun, path of light. So Upanishad gives it very beautifully, right? Those people acquire a lot of good punya. Good punya is called Adrishtaphala. The Devatas invite them with a red carpet. Welcome, 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 says Upanishad. You have earned this, come. Like when you go to a 5-star hotel, there are people who come, welcome all of us. Right? So there are Devatas. The person when he dies, this rays of sun, Surya Rashmi, that means energy of sun will take him to Sargaloka. And there are Devatas wait up. The Upanishad says exact words. Welcome, welcome, they'll say. Devatas, welcome to Sargaloka. You have done a good punya. Then those who have done just karma, okay, those who are involved in karma, okay, for their kamya karma, they would also got some phala. They have done rituals, but they have done for kamya karma, desire. So their adhishta phala is there. They will go to loka, pitra loka, and they'll return back. Pitra loka is not as enjoyable or as 5-star facility as Swargaloka. Pitra loka is lower class. Okay, then you come back. And both Sargaloka and Pitraloka, both are temporary. They are only temporary. It's like until your punya gets exhausted, you are there. Are you clear? After that, you'll have to come back to earth. Whereas the people, this is about karma kanda. Then some people will have to move to upasana kanda. The karma you have to perform, but you have to perform meditation also with that. These meditations are not meditation which will 5,000 rupees you pay, you'll get meditation technique. No. Meditations prescribed in Upanishads. There are 108 meditations are there. They're called Vidyas. If you do those meditations, like Omkara Upasana is there. Okay, Ishvara Upasana is there. If you do a very prescribed Upasana very rigorously, very religiously, then after death, you will go in Archiradi Marga, path of sun, but you will go to Brahmaloka, the highest. There are 14 lokas: Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Patala, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, Brahmaloka. That's the highest loka. So that loka is very, very enjoyable. Sargaloka is temporary. Brahmaloka is permanent, long term. But the Upanishad says you go to Brahmaloka, then you have to study Atma Jnana from Brahmaji. Brahmaji will teach. He is the teacher there. And only when you get a realization there, you will get mukti from there. Otherwise, you will wait for next Brahmaji in that loka. Okay. So, karma, the results of karma is temporary, Sargaloka or Pitraloka. But it gives immediate result and long-term result, Adhishtaphala. From karma has to be converted to karma yoga for purification of mind. Then you are going to Jnana Kanda, which is called Upanishad. So you get Atma Jnana, then you'll get Mukti, liberation here. Okay. Pariksha Lokan, Karmachitan, Brahmano, Nirvedam, Mayan, Skritaha, Kratena, Tadvidnanartham, Sa Gurumeva, Abhigachet, Samit Panihi, Shrotriyam, Brahmanishtam. So the whole chapter is told to tell karma. Karma is important. From Kamya Karma, you have to go to Nishkama Karma. Nishkama Karma, you have to get to Naishkarmya through Jnana. So Phala of Kamya Karma is Loka, Pitraloka or Devaloka. Pitraloka or Sarga. Or Kamya karma with upasana, it is Brahmaloka, higher level loka. But that's also temporary because still you have to get jnana. For that, pariksha lokan. So a really intelligent person, Brahmana. Brahmana means seeker of truth. One who is seeker of truth. He understands all this effect of karma, karma phala. Then he has to understand that to get ultimate truth, supreme truth, I cannot get it through karma. I get through nishkama karma, purification of mind. Then he has to be ready for jnana. Then he has to approach Samit Panihi, holding the fire stick in his hand. He has to approach a Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. A realized Brahmanishtam is one who has realized the self. Shrotriya means one who is able to teach clearly. If somebody is realized the truth is not sufficient, he should be able to clearly communicate. Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. That master he has to approach with the firewood in his hand. Firewood in his hand is to indicate that I am ready for receiving jnana from you. I want to burn my ignorance in the fire of knowledge. I want to serve you. With that understanding, he has to approach the Guru. Tasmai sa vidwan upasannaya samyak prashanta chittaya shamanvitaya yena aksharam purusham veda satyam provacha tvam tattvato brahma vidyam. So the Guru will teach if the Shishya has attained a certain qualification. Prashant Chittaya, Shamanvidaya, you have to have a qualification for Brahmadnana, Atmadnana. That qualification for Atmadnana is called Shama, means calmness and peace of mind. Dhamma means control over sense organs. Uparati means mind constantly focusing on higher dharma. Titiksha means ability to handle the suffering, pain and pleasure. Shraddha means faith in the Guru and faith in the Upanishad, faith in the teaching. Samadhana means balanced state of mind. That means a high degree of maturity is required for Jnana Yoga. Atmadnana, this maturity. And this maturity comes from first Karma Kanda, Kamya Karma, Nishkama Karma, Nishkama Karma. Nishkama is realization. So the Karma Kanda or Paravidya is prescribed for helping you to become mature in mind. Also, Atmadna is very simple. Tattvamasi. If you tell Tattvamasi, Jnana doesn't come. Because our load of vasanas, load of impressions, load of belief systems is holding us back. That's why Upanishads say, Mana eva karanam manushanam bandha mokshayo. Your bondage and liberation is your mind. And the liberation can happen only through contemplation of spiritual teachings of Upanishad. Otherwise, we think whatever I think is right. I know everything. How do you know everything? The whole of your knowledge is through societal conditioning. Unless you contemplate based on higher spiritual teachings. Okay. Arjuna tells, I don't want to fight the war. This is not dharma. His own vasanas. Krishna says, that's not dharma. Dharma is to fight the war for dharmic way. So the teaching is required. Otherwise, without teaching, we are stuck with our own mental conditioning. The Guru teaches the Shishya, Satyam Pravacha, Tattvato Brahma Vidyam. He teaches the Brahma Vidya, supreme knowledge, Tattvamasi, Brahman, knowledge of Brahman, for a person who is qualified. So with this, we are completing the first chapter of Mundaka Upanishad. Tomorrow, we are going to take up the second chapter, which is actually more of Jnana Kanda. The Karma Kanda, I took a quick overview of Karma Kanda. Any questions? Anybody has any questions?
Guruji tumba chanagittu.
Clear?
Hello, Guruji.
We think that Jnana is important. No, let me get straight Jnana. No, Tattvamasi, I understand I'll get liberated. But we have the qualifications for that. For primary school, high school, primary school is qualification. High school, college is college. For college, high school is qualification. For Atma Dnana, Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana, Mumukshutva has to come. A mature mind which is purified of vasanas and conditioning has to happen. And that can happen through Karma Kanda, Karma Yoga, and Upasana. Otherwise, Dnana is very simple. But do you have the ability to digest it? So, any questions? Krish? Vasu?
No, I think a lot of clarity on the Karma Kanda side. So
Okay.
First time I'm getting a lot of clarity.
Okay. So the karma is important. That's why Krishna told Arjuna, fight the war. Okay, purify your mind. Make the war into a karma yoga. Then get to Jnana.
Yes.
Ashwini, any questions?
No, Guruji.
Differentiation between Nishkama and Naishkarmya. The distinction between Nishkama and Naishkarmya was very well brought out, Prabhuji. The
Nishkama,
ultimate step.
Nishkama
Yeah,
karma,
it was very nice.
Nishkama karma is I purify my mind. Naishkarmya is I realize that I am not the doer. That is Jnana, enlightenment.
Non-doership, yes. Non-doership, that is very nice.
Non-doership happens to you with Jnana. You are not a doer anytime. But that still a sense of me, I am the doer is there. That
Yes, Prabhuji.
Purified through Nishkama karma. Any questions, Nisha? Clear?
Yes, clear, Guruji. But the karma and jnana has to go together, that means.
No. Karma is preparatory for Jnana.
Okay.
See, the karma, it's like a primary school will prepare you to high school. High school will prepare you to college, right?
Okay.
So after going to college, high school is not required.
Okay.
But the kamya karma, desire-oriented actions will prepare you for nishkama karma.
Okay.
Selfless actions, yadna karma.
Yeah.
And as the purification happens, then you go into upasana, which is meditation. Actually, normally what we call as meditation is called upasana. The meditation which is prescribed in Vedas, there are 108 types of meditations. It's called vidyas. So the meditation has to be done. So these things will prepare the mind. Body, mind is prepared for jnana. So now after jnana, there is no karma required. Jnana is the end.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, Guruji.
Now after getting jnana also, jnani will perform karma. But these are naishkarmya, non-doership. Karma with non-doership. They are not. There's no sense of doership in the actions of a jnani.
Okay, Guruji.
Right?
Thank you.
So, anybody else? Sujay, any questions? Hubalan?
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Gurudev, then all the karma and upasana, all the preparation and purification process to make us ready to go to Jnana, correct?
Yeah, Jnana, see, if a person is very mature, Jnana is simple and straightforward.
Yes.
Right? A ripe mango will fall the moment a crow sits on the tree.
Yes, correct.
So the ripening has to happen through dharmic way of life. That's called karma kanda. Are we clear?
Okay. Yes, clear. It was clear to me. Very well. Thank you, Gurudev.
Sujaya? Any questions? Huh?
Guruji, one question.
One minute, Ashwini. Yeah, Sujaya?
ಏನು ಡೌಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಜಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
Okay. So yes, Ashwini, go ahead.
So Guruji, if a person is not mature, then in that case, if they might get a glimpse of Nishkarmya, and then but they're not really mature, so they'll have to come back, do Nishkama karma, and then purify themselves. And again,
see what happens compared to earlier days, right? Okay. Earlier days, life was very, very well defined, stages of life. Okay. So brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa, it was continuously, it is like everywhere the stage was very well, qualification is there. When you go to jnana, you know that you have qualified early stages. Like when you go to college, primary school is, high school is qualified. Nowadays, what's happening? Our lifestyle is such that everything is getting mixed up. There's no clear demarcation. Do you understand?
Yes, Guruji.
Right? Because the whole system has changed, right? Now we don't know which I have stage past 1, I have gone to stage 2, or I am ready for Dnana. Dnana is also available. Earlier, what happens? The Guru will not teach Dnana to Shishya unless he is qualified. Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana, Mumukshatva is there, then only he will teach Dnana. In fact, Gurus insist, many of the Vedantic teaching was done only if you take sannyasa. That means you have already matured everything. Okay, so the strict qualification is not put there earlier. Now the strict qualification cannot be put because the system itself, we have our lifestyle is not is changed. So that's why what is prescription now is receive Dnana, keep on doing sadhana, keep on doing service. That's why Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa, and Seva. This should be an integrated life practice for today's world. In other words, Atmano Mokshartam Jagaditaya should be our practice for today's world. Because we don't know which point we are fully mature. Are we clear?
Yes, Guruji. It's clear.
Right? So not like earlier days. Earlier days, the Guru can clearly draw a line. Okay, now you are mature, take sannyasa, he'll say. Okay, then already one qualification, one stage is over, then he'll give Atmadnana. But nowadays, it is not possible. So Atmadnana, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa, service have to go hand in hand to prepare ourselves. Otherwise, Atmano Mokshartam Jagaditaya should be our mantra for life. Right?
Okay, Guruji. It's clear, Guruji.
Is your question answered clearly?
Yes, Guruji.
Yeah. Vidya, do you have any question? Are you there?
No, Guruji, thank you.
What I'm saying is clear, or any confusion is there?
Yeah, it's clear, Guruji.
Okay. So Satyavati.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
chanting of the Vishnu Sahasranama and all, you specified so beautifully, Prabhuji, a lot of clarity. But without understanding also that mantra chanting is going to help in that case.
Yeah. See,
Without understanding. Huh?
initially, right? Initially, everything starts without understanding. Okay.
Yes.
For example,
Yeah.
when I joined first standard, okay.
Mm.
I didn't even know what it means. Right?
Correct.
The table. Right? I chanted. No, then I say, no, without understanding, I will not chant. Then what level? I will not never learn that.
Correct.
So you start somewhere, right? And you start with faith. So that will help you to some extent. The benefit will get multiplied as you start understanding the meaning. Then meaning with devotion will add more benefit. Like that, gradually,
Yes.
more and more maturity.
Yes. Okay.
Right?
So it's okay even if we do as a routine practice, if we do also, it is beneficial only.
Yes, of course. You start with routine practice only, no? Initially.
Yes. Okay.
Initially, you start with
Because
Huh?
yes, Guruji, got it. Okay.
Right.
Because the main thing is in all these chanting, people do very mechanically, without understanding, or just like on practice, like washing dishes, they will do. So
No, see,
how
that's
beneficial
how
is
you
that
start.
mantra?
That's how you start. Okay. You chant, then you chant with faith. That itself will add a value. And with faith with meaning,
yes.
add a value. Right? Chant
Yes.
faith, meaning, devotion, that will add a value. So value gets added more and more. But that doesn't mean that just chant will not add a value. For example, to tell you frankly, right? I came across a person who came to me, had a paralysis. Okay, right side, there, okay, paralysis and not able to speak. She tried the speech therapy in the Nimans. Okay, it's not giving benefit. Then I told the person to chant using Vishnu Sahasranama. Just chant Vishnu Sahasranama. No need of meaning. That Vishnu Sahasranama words vibration itself will activate a lot of parts of the brain. No meaning is required. Just
yes.
So the benefits will be there. So that actually is a physical brain will improve. But if you chant Vishnu Sahasranama, grace will come. Vishnu Sahasranama is the devotion, then purity will happen. Like that it will happen.
Okay.
Understand?
At all stages, it's going to help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ravi,
All right. Thank
Ravi,
you.
you wanted to say something?
No, Guruji. It's all clear.
Okay.
But the thing is, it seems to be how many janmas it will take to complete this karma kanda. We don't know.
No. You don't have to karma kanda. You don't have to complete. There's no question of completing. It is a you do every day and you do jnana. So it's not like a one day I completed, one day I become over. There's nothing like that. Right? Basically, inner maturity has to come. Atma, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana, all these things have to develop. Inner qualities. These are like exercise. Right? Okay. Shall we close for the day? Tomorrow.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om, yes. Katyani?
ಎರಡು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಗುರುಜಿ. ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಎರಡು ಏನಂಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋರು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ? ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲ ಅದು.
ಹೌದು ಗುರುಜಿ.
Right? Okay. So we'll close for the day. Tomorrow we'll start with chapter 2, which is Jnana Kanda. So Karma Kanda, I hurried up. If you want, I want to do detailed Karma Kanda, I can do. But I thought Karma Kanda will hurry up. Okay. Tomorrow we'll start with Jnana Kanda. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Guruji.
Hari Om. Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om Prabhuji. Namaste.